Top of the hour, it is the wake up call, the king of radio here on Spirit FM Music for Life and Spirit TV, a place for you. And with us today, we are hosting a head teacher and a consultant, and we are talking school. We are talking go back to school, and some of the recent revelations that have actually been given to us about
government schools
are definitely shocking. But hey, guess what? Probably stay here, keep here, stay a little bit longer. We'll definitely be getting into it and much more as well. But also reminding you that this Friday we are definitely going to be rolling at. I will be at Sanyu Restaurant, that is in the junction and Gaba Munyonyo Junction. In there, that junction, there is a place called Sanyu. Sanyu Luombo, what. So they have something beautiful. Now it's a totally Christian hangout spot.
Okay.
Now they don't sell liquor in there. It is Christian. Even if you walked in right now, you definitely find gospel music in Kazanya.
Interesting.
It's lovely. But I tell you what, the biggest clientele is even Muslim, surprisingly. So they don't have a problem because again, they know it's safe, it's cool, it's interesting. So we'll be launching it officially. We have a live band, a Christian live band, tender band with Benji Kasuri as well. Will be this Friday. We're going to be there starting at exactly 6. Urban DJ is going to be there. I'll be there with my whole gari.
You know?
Yeah, with my whole
gari.
Yeah, we'll be there. I'll be there like 10 to 15 celebrities with me. So we'll definitely have to be there and have a good time. So if you're around that place, come through. We have a good time. Entrance is totally free. Come, we chill. You check out this, Christian hangout spot.
Yeah.
Gaba, Kabalagala, Bunga, Munyonyo.
And also get to taste their food.
Taste their food. They fed us crocodile last time. They have crocodile.
So that means they have a lot of fish in there.
No, I haven't.
Man, crocodile is interesting. Yeah.
But I did cook for you crocodile sometime back.
Yeah, you did. Yes. These ones we brought it live for you. Gave us pieces. Choosing a what side am
I know, right? That was cooking cream.
It's called cooking cream.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had a good time. So we had the whole goat, and we are not very many people. The whole goat, 3 chicken, 3 hens, 3 chickens. So much chicken is hens.
Let's call them birds.
Birds.
Why
we are struggling with the word chicken? Chicken, hen, chickens. We struggled. Man, to get birds.
I know.
We had like 4 birds. We had 3 birds actually. A crocodile. Crocodile. I didn't know that actually they rear crocodiles for meat, for eating.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so guys actually rearing crocodile, man. So crocodile,
so let's just be there on Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, everybody heading to Munyonyo. But away from that, there is something that Mr. Fo was trying to answer that you had earlier on asked him. I don't know if you do remember that.
No, he had answered that, but we were going to now a space of performance in government schools
vis-a-vis private.
Now, the question I think should be, why do government schools perform poorly?
Conditions. Do they? But recently,
recently
now they said recently Bagambanti, they are even performing much better than private school. Is it that the case?
Oh, it's the media trying to paint the picture that they are performing terribly and yet they are actually doing very well.
So we're discussing government schools, and we have to first make sure that there is primary, then there is high school.
Yeah.
So
universities.
Well, maybe not universities, just primary and high school. Recently, with the lower secondary school curriculum, we've seen a number of parents move from private schools, taking their students to government schools, because government schools are well resourced in terms of the lower secondary school curriculum.
Really?
Yes, which is good. And as you saw the performance, the first performance for Senior 4 was released early this year.
Yeah.
Government schools had done well.
See?
Interesting.
Primary schools might not be the same because there is not many government primary schools here in Uganda that parents are willing to take their children and pay that amount of money that the secondary schools charge.
Are doing well.
Yes.
But I'm also...
And the private schools invest heavily in resources, especially making sure they have the best teachers, they have the best materials, and the conditions for learning are conducive.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I also heard something, this is also in Mbu, that government schools, the way that they mark them, they give them more marks, or they're lenient on them. Like, they don't mark them the same way they mark private. Is it the case, or something that we make
No,
up?
it's completely not true.
Is it for real?
Because the process of marking is very clear. Take it as an opinion from someone, and
Okay.
everybody is right to have their opinion, but it is not true.
Because Diana, let me help Musumba here. That we are all as teachers gotten from different schools and are given a gig to mark. You understand? So government. There's some
points.
there are some government schools that you never know that it's a government school by name, and yet it's actually a government school.
No, just a little bit about marking.
Yeah.
First of all, so many years ago, because of different school malpractices, government and UNEB came up with a system where on the scripts you don't find the name of the school. In fact, even the name of a child, the candidate, is irrelevant these days because they are given random numbers. Random numbers that are released on that day when the students are actually sitting exams and sent. So when the marking is happening, you will not be able...
The new curriculum, every student does a random number.
Has a random number.
It's way back. I think it started around 2012 when random numbers were given out. Because again, those allegations that some schools pay a certain amount of money for markers. So when you get a script, you know this is, you clearly see the name of the school. These days, the students do not write the name of the school on the script.
Hey!
No, they don't. So when someone comes and says government schools are marked like this and the other ones, it's not true. When they say schools in urban places are marked differently from rural, that's also not true. UNEB is trying to be as fair as possible.
Oh wow, I think then Chenawulida was people were trying to say that let's excuse these schools because of the conditions, especially schools in the villages, the government schools in the villages where kids walk distances, sometimes they even miss because of periods, especially girl children, and most of the times they miss or they don't have power, electricity, and so they were considering all of these factors, and they were saying, can we excuse them and not mark them with the same conditions as people that are living in the township? No. I think some people were trying to advocate for that.
Yes, the concerns are there, but when it comes to marking exams,
it's uniform.
Yes.
Interesting.
Interesting. The new curriculum with high school now, HSC now, is it also rolling? It's rolling this year, right?
Yeah, there are plans. The curriculum is ready. I think the trainings they are supposed to be on the pipeline, or they have already started. But yeah, government would like to bridge that gap, the disconnection between the lower secondary school curriculum and the HSC curriculum.
Do you think now this new curriculum is a game changer?
Yes, it is. In the way it is, it's written, the way it's planned, we'll have to go and talk about the implementation.
Yes.
Because, like I said, on paper, it looks fantastic. It's going to be a game changer.
It looks
it's
more
what
practical.
We have been, yes. We just need to make sure that we have the resources, we have the political will, and the will of the public to rally together to make sure that we are implementing it the way it has been planned to do.
Probably the last question on that new curriculum that is coming for HSC, is it still going to be 2 years or it's more?
The curriculum, yes, it's 2 years.
It's going to be 2 years.
Yes.
So we'll still be able to actually have HSC for 2 years.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Interesting.
Because my worry was there. I think there was miscommunication that was saying that it was.
There's other reports that have, you're talking curriculum, but there's a whole education review thing that's also going on. That's also a different matter. So let's not mix curriculum and the other changes that are being planned. Yeah.
So
Yes.
actually the government came out to put a few new rules and regulations for the schools.
Okay.
Yeah, concerning either parties, there are a few of those.
Yeah.
King has them on his phone over there. We'll be reading a few of them because
and
we
I
read
want to find
some
out
of
whether
them.
it is actually practical now. For example, one of the rules that actually caught my attention was, hiring helicopters, choppers for school prom and parties band.
I think we had you last year. Was it last year when we had you? Jangole was here and we were talking about the same issues.
Do you think it's a good thing that government had to step in and actually ban it?
So, before I answer it, if I can just share, schools,
like 3 minutes, yes.
teaching and learning institutions, the same as, again, home. And so when you, as a parent, because I assume that this student who is hiring a chopper is not working, they probably don't have a job.
Definitely.
But
You
as a
are
father,
giving them money as a father.
Yeah.
What are you trying to teach them by giving them this money? I always share this. I always tell people that the value of money is not the number that is written, encrypted on the note, a paper note or a coin.
Yeah.
It's not even the amount, it's not what the money can buy. The value of money is in the amount of time, energy, and sweat you use to make it.
Wow.
That's the value of money. Now, if you spend 1,000 shillings to buy whatever you want, and someone in the village, they are probably, say, digging latrines, they've made 100,000, and they take off 1,000 to buy water. The value of 1,000 shillings for the other person who digs latrine is different from the value of money that for you sit here and your money comes in. So if you pick out a certain amount of money and give your child and say, go hang out, have fun, are you teaching them the value of, to appreciate what it takes to make this kind of money?
You have answered.
I think as parents, we owe it to our students to teach them the value of money rather than just handing them up money and say, go spend. They do not know what the price that you have paid to get that money. And so it's not an issue of is this bad, what are you teaching? But also when you're gone, because all of us will die, thankfully if we start before our children, and if that happens, do you see your child with the way you're raising them, with all the values that you're giving them, do you see them making as much money as you're making now?
Oh, big question. So finally, do you think the rules are going to help?
First of all, I don't think we should call them harsh the way they have been started.
They are not harsh.
Yes, I read it in a certain paper that government issues harsh rules. No, the rules are not harsh. The rules, first of all, are protecting you, a parent. Most parents, parents in Uganda, they love education. If they could do anything to take their child to a very good school, they can spend all they have. But now you have taken your child there, but someone else is doing a chopper, and your boy probably got there on a border because all you could have is school. So there is this whole thing of let there be equity, let students belong in the same place. We are all in senior 4, we are all in senior 6. Let's not try to create a place where some students do not belong to a school where they should be having fun with the rest of their students.
Unfortunately, the time has not been on our side, but thank you so much, sir, for coming through. We appreciate you.
It's a pleasure.
Yes, from us to you is a bye-bye until tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ciao, ciao.
It's you and I,
96.6 Spirit FM. help jumpstart your day like this. The Wake Up Call.